The Oklahoma State basketball program took a new direction on April 11, 1990. That's when Mr. Henry Iba introduced Eddie Sutton as the Cowboys' new head basketball coach. It was not only a great day for Oklahoma State University, but a great day for Coach Sutton as well, because it meant the local boy was coming back home, and Oklahoma State basketball now had an opportunity to return to the glory days. Eddie Sutton is working the sidelines of his alma mater. Coach Sutton played for Mr. Iba in the late 50s and graduated from Oklahoma State in 1958. 32 years later, he has come back home. Coach Sutton started his Division I coaching career at Creighton University. In 5 years, there were 5 winning seasons and a trip to the NCAA tournament. From Creighton, it was on to Arkansas for a successful 11-year stint that produced 260 victories and 9 consecutive appearances in the NCAA tournament. The 1977-78 Arkansas team was 32-4 and advanced to the Final Four. In 1985, Coach Sutton took over the Kentucky program. In 4 years, the Wildcats won 88 games and went to the NCAA tournament 3 times. Winning and Coach Sutton are synonymous. The 3-time National Coach of the Year has won 72% of his games and has been to the NCAA tournament 13 times in 20 years as a head coach. Coach Sutton starts this year as the 10th winningest active coach in the country and is trying to become the only coach in NCAA history to take 4 different teams to the NCAA tournament. That'll be just a matter of time, but Coach, you are known for your defense and your discipline. What else has contributed, do you think, to your success over the years?
I think it can be summed up in what I call the 3 Ds of basketball. Anyone who's been over to our practice session will see that on our practice uniforms we have dedication. Everyone wants to be as good as they can be. They have the desire, but they don't have the follow-through sometimes to get to the mountaintop. So I give a whole hour lecture on the 3 Ds, so we're going to have to really cut this short. The second D is discipline. I don't know of anyone that is successful in the athletic world or in the business community that isn't a disciplined person. Discipline on a basketball court can be shot selection. We have a basic rule: don't shoot the ball unless you can hit that shot 50% of the time. For some guys, that means a long ways out on the court. For others, you got to get closer to the hoop. And of course, defense is on the seat of our britches. That's the stabilizer in any successful team sport, whether it be basketball, football, hockey, soccer, baseball. All these things were taught to me by Mr. Iba. I just coined the name 3 Ds, and it's another reason for being so happy to be home. Mr. Iba comes over to practice every day, and what a remarkable man, and what he has given to so many wonderful people that played for him. But one thing I forgot how difficult it was when you go into a new program. You have to teach drills. You can forget about offense and defense. So it's been very time consuming. That's why it's taken us maybe longer than I thought, and maybe I've been too optimistic about this ball club. But I still am looking forward to the rest of the Big 8 schedule. And I think we got a chance to be a good team this year. And we have a chance to be a contender in the Big 8 race. But the other thing I would throw in there besides the 3 Ds, you got to play hard. You got to go out there and play at a high level of intensity. And you've got to understand that basketball is a team game. No place for selfishness. That's another area that Mr. Iba taught all of us.
I like everything I've heard so far. The Oklahoma State Cowboys opened their Big 8 conference schedule on the road against the Missouri Tigers. We'll have a look at those highlights as the Eddie Sutton Show continues.